Shot. How you doing, Golden Gal? It's time for some fun in the sun.
You need somebody smart.
You feel? On our way to work. 14 hours fasted. Feeling good. Feeling real good. Sunlight hitting different. Ready to knock today out the park. Ready to knock today out the park. How you feeling today? Definitely feeling sun-kissed. What's happening, Maya? Ooh, that sun hitting good. Ain't gonna cap. Ain't gonna cap at all. Ain't gonna cap at all. That sun hitting good. That sun hitting good. Yeah, I'm walking to work. I believe I'm walking in the right direction. Not totally sure, but I believe I'm walking in the right direction.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, today I done got in a very efficient amount of sunlight. And I certainly can't complain. This is sunlight. I can feel like that I'm at that point of my fast where it's really starting to eat through inflammation. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. What I noticed is it's been no trash cans. Also, I really don't know if I'm going the right way. Let me look it up. Definitely going the right way. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Let's do it. Oh, street. Okay. Ooh, car accident. Doing good. Unanimous. Who is you? I'm doing good, brother. Who was unanimous? Oh, Zach. Oh, yeah. What's happening with you, brother? Out here getting this walk to work in this amazing sunlight. 14 hours fasted. Feeling great. No need for the tears. Life is great. You know? I know you know. Life is amazing. God is good all the time. I know you know you know. I know you know you know I know. That you know that I know. That you know. It's a lesson to be learned, my dear. Life is amazing. You lose money to a stupid scammer, it's just a lesson to be learned, my dear. You feel me? God has always been good and will always be good. Yes, sir. 14 hours of fasting and knowing and doing. You know me, I'll be ignoring the trolls. Another gift of fasting. See, I notice when I'm not fasting, I'm eating a lot. I have a lot of wasting cells, and I've got a lot of energy to waste. And, you know, appreciate you for sure. So when I'm not fasted, when I'm overeating, I'm quick to respond to the trolling and let the trolling get me off track. I notice when I'm in my fasted state, it just be like, that's not the mission. And I find myself just floating to the mission, never deviating. You know? Never deviating. Just floating. Just floating. You dig? There's no deviation from my well-purposed mission. It's a beautiful time to be alive, and it's time to be alive and beautiful. You know? See? Got this real beautiful, unique feeling, the recognition that I'm not participating in that which the multitudes are participating in. And all that I am participating in, I am finding success in. And all that I am participating in is bringing me to a place where indubitably and unquestionably all that I want is mine to claim and mine to tame. That's why it's such a beautiful time to be alive. You see, you don't want to find yourself getting trampled in the stampede of people that were headed in the wrong direction but just got the big horn that forced them all to turn around and sprint in the right direction. You want to be well ahead of that pack in the right direction, you know? You know, many are lost, and it's okay. It's okay. We let them be where they desire to be. However, we never string our desires to a place of ill functioning or lostness. We string our desires to the place of satisfactory. He's definitely on some weird timing, but see, he shall too be ignored. You know? There's nothing better than a big ignore. I mean, he thought that he could come in here and move things around. But what is before him is an immovable object. A man hard pressed on focus on creation of resolutions and solutions and understanding that problems are just challenges set before him to utilize his skill and develop his skill in the conquering of, you know? It's beautiful times. Beautiful times. You see, there's no weakness here. How to go into the Caribbean chit chat, the Caribbean twang, the dialect, you know what I'm saying? Because when I'm feeling my most spiritual, sometimes the Caribbean chit chat just flow through man ethers. You know what I'm saying? No, I could wait, but I could also slightly jog. I chose the slight jog. We making our way to work. As soon as we get there, we're gonna have some green tea. You know, really nothing better when you're already in a nice fasted state, autophagy state, than to boost that with the green tea. When you boost that with the green tea, you go into supercellular reparation, you know? Ooh, jogging backwards for mental growth. I can see that. I can see that. Let me jog so I don't miss this. It's like owning your own reality type stuff. Facts, big facts. See, I realized that not having my eating disciplined, right? See, I don't calorie count, nothing like that. I count the hours of being fasted. You know, I have to have at least 16 hours every single day where my body is not worried about, you know, food coming in and it's focusing itself. See, food is such an addiction. It is such a necessity for our bodies that putting too much of it or giving it too much time to be an option has its way of causing anxiety, you know? Has a way of causing a fog, a glare on the day. Whereas though, when you choose to be fasted for the majority of your day, what happens is, and I choose, and I like to believe that it's best to do this in the beginning of the day. You know, see, I'm not going to eat until the earliest I eat will be 6. At 6 o'clock, I'll be 18 hours into my fast. That'll be the earliest I eat. Well, I picked the time of 6 because this is also likely to get busy. And if it is to get busy, then I won't eat yet. I will till 7, maybe even 8, and extend the fast. What I've noticed is during this process, throughout the day, your energy levels stay consistent, very consistent. And that consistency, I believe, is based off of how well your nutrition is a big part, you know? So if you really have a good nutrition when you do eat, and then you are able to maintain the discipline of not eating during the day, you're really efficient, really productive. You know what I mean? You're able to really get through every day and be able to look back at the day and say, I got it done, you know? And life's success is based off of the consistent ability to look back at the day and say, I got it done. You know, you begin to really know what you're capable of. Like, for sure, preparing myself for when the summer comes, and I'm able to start taking these college courses, because I'm not going to be waking up worried about some food or digesting some food and being in a sluggish state while trying to take on information. I'm going to be in a mind clarity that it is rare that a man will be walking in this modern day and age. And I'm going to walk through class, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to walk through my studies. I'm going to get great grades, walk through my studies. And by the end of it, I'm going to find myself even more secured in life. And I'll be proud of myself. And what will the reward be? The reward will be the knowledge that I can do all things. You feel me? Through Christ who strengthens me. You feel me? Because see, many people have a belief system of what is that what I just mentioned. All that, and from another grain, it is a consciousness or a level of consciousness that we have accessible inside of ourselves when we're living life in a right way. You know, life without excess is life in the right way. I'll tell you that for sure. Normalizing obstacles, that's very true. It's very fun and it's very much, it's so much more alluring, so much more worth it. And what you begin to recognize, or what I begin to recognize, is that fundamentally, when you approach your attack against excess or your attack against your own inclinations of wrongdoing, and the area you first approach is your excess eating, what you recognize is that facing that obstacle and crushing that obstacle makes every other obstacle feel very small. So I guess that this month is turning out to be a key point in this journey of life for me, you know? Because without a doubt, I am going head first into that obstacle and leaving the only option as success, you know? It's the only option. It's the only option. Now, it's one day at a time and it's an everyday thing. New sub, what is the topic? Well, what we do here is a lifestyle channel. We seek to build a life of prosperity, abundance, and peace. And we seek to come into our best suit, you know? Right now, it's March, we just moved into a new crib. And the big theme surrounding this time, which is March, is we're getting on a regular fasting schedule, you know? And through this gateway that is fasting, we are actually finding ourselves liberated from much of life's distractions. Now, we've already eliminated distraction for the most part in our life, but now we're able to look at the way we utilize food and have been utilizing foods for what it is, which has been a distraction to the entire system, you know? The entire body system has been distracted. So it's like, it's one thing to eliminate TV, not play video games, and not do wasted scrolling. But if you're doing those things, but you're also eating so much that your body is distracted from producing and reproducing and regenerating new cells and getting rid of dead cells. Well, for one, the task of maintaining your non-distracted sense of being is much harder. And for two, the benefit of it is shrunken, you know? So we're early. This is day 2. Yesterday we did 21 hours. The goal is 16 plus hours daily. You got to 170, congratulations. Put it at work, you took responsibility, and you've made an incredible change. Now you know more about yourself. You know that you are a very capable individual. And that's important. Appreciate you as well. Your achievement inspires us all. Marathon runner. It is definitely achievable.
How much do you have?
It is very mentally freeing and peaceful. It's very true. We're made for it. No, we didn't got to this point where we walked to. It took us 30 minutes. This is supposed to be a 49-minute walk. I can assure that the rest of this walk will take less than 10 minutes. So, that's pleasant to know. That's pleasant to know that for me, this is an easy walk. Very easy walk. And I can get to and from in 40 minutes, easy. So that's something to keep in mind, because if I'm ever expecting to wait for the bus for too long, which I think the bus is like every 15 minutes, so I don't actually think that's a possibility. I think it'll always be the best choice to just take the bus. So it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful time to be alive. It's good that you have it inside of you to fight for your family. It's a good place of purpose. What's up, Jake? What is ETF? Yeah, if you have a platform and you continue to grow your platform, you could definitely make earnings, for sure. For sure. Here's the thing. Establishing and having a platform is already, especially if you're consistent with it, you will be able to create lanes of, financial opportunity. It's just up to you. It doesn't really matter what you're doing. But I appreciate you all walking with me. About to head to work. About to get to business and lock in. I owe myself at least 1 hour and 20 minutes more of fasting. But I think I'm gonna get to possibly get to 18 hours. We'll see. Much love, peace, positivity. Y'all be easy. Absolutely. Stay blessed and stay at peace, my friends.